Hello YouTube, this is Thatcher06 bringing you a new video of my Pokemon Showdown team and some minor tweaks that I've made since the last video in that regard. I have had quite an interesting week since Wednesday last week, so yeah, where do I begin with that one? Well, anyways, I've kind of gotten into quite a bit of a scuffle with some Papua New Guinea looking motherfucker, and in regards to that, that fight went, I don't know whether it went well for me, particularly, because I'm yet to find out some particular details in my health in regards to that. I've done the medical imaging. The only thing that seems to have popped up that it can be viewed now is a polyp in I believe my right sinuses. I got a nasal infection, but I think that might have come from my little sister, which is fine and unrelated. But there is another concern. The person that I was fighting was bashing my temples in repeatedly. His knuckles cracked open so much. Most of the blood that was ever shed was from him. He only got only bled about, I don't know. What's the minimum amount? I'd probably say about 6 drops from my face, possibly on my cheekbone, around the eye, and around the lip. That's about it. The rest of the blood was either splattered all over the floor, the walls, and it was his in regards to that. Every time he tried to bash me in the head, within my temples, didn't knock me out, did nothing. He even tried choking me. That also did nothing. I have no idea how that happened, but I guess when you're in a fight for your life scenario, you're surprised at what kind of strength that you can muster. So at the end of that whole fight, I had him on the ground smashing in his rib cage, so I pronounced him potentially dead. Because if he went to the hospital, he couldn't have actually freaking reported to the police because he tried to bug me in the first place and roll me just because I was wearing my Bob Marley clothes. So that was certainly an interesting experience. So all it would have taken is someone to knock him over the frontward on his chest, and the broken or fractured ribs would have been able to crack enough to puncture his lungs. So I'm going to reference to the people in Woodridge that may have been keeping an eye out and looking for him. No point, because there's no reason for him to show his face, or to me anyway, again, because if he does, he's dead. But because he's a Papua New Guinea looking black motherfucker, not being racist to him, but statistically speaking, those type of black people have a lot of different STDs and really fucked up bloodborne diseases in a common sense. So, since it's been a week, in another week, after I get paid, on next Wednesday, I'm going to go and get in for a blood test to check in for the early signs of HIV infection. Then I'll keep up on that for another 3 months and hope that I don't get no hepatitis B, and hope that this drug up or freaking junky looking motherfucker doesn't have any bloodborne diseases. And that I'll be fine. So anyone that was potentially looking out for him, just stop. It's done and dusted. So now it's all I got to do is focus on my health. I can't see because my glasses got smashed in the fight. I've got to wait about 8 weeks for the free government scheme, so I'm blind for like 8 weeks. So how much is that? 2 months? So yeah, 2 months I won't have glasses, so I won't be able to see anything more than 55 centimeters away from me. I'm surprised I've actually, gone without a script or thinking about this and just let you know all this shit. After having my both left and right temples worked in pretty hard. Yeah, that's some crazy shit that's gone on in the week. Now, I'm going to review the team and the changes that I've made to it in regards to that. Then I'm going to talk about some YouTube stuff after that. So, first we got, how do you even pronounce this brick? Stacatica? Fuck it. I don't know what I'm going to call this bucking bastard, but I'll come up with a name because pronouncing that's going to be a pain in the ass. I've got the Brave Nature on it, and I've got the IVs worked in physical attack and special defense to make it more of a overall bulky wall, but had the most power because it gets, I think, defense and special defense up as its beast boost. So yeah, beast boost is depending on the specific ultra beast. So with that in mind, pushing on, I gave him a wiki berry so he recovers half his HP. Now we've got I believe, pretty fast Volcarona. Yep, we got our speedy Volcarona. That's mainly focused on damage output. And it is a timid nature. I can't remember. What does timid do exactly? I haven't played this game in a while, and since my phone got smashed partially in the scuffle from flying out of my bag while I was trying to protect my wallet and every other possession that I had on me at the time, because I was going to see my stepmother Ashley, because she knows how to use this thing called, was it Seek, a job search application. I'm not familiar with the process, so I figured I'd ask her. She uses it quite frequently. So what is our timid nature to move further down the list? Did I miss it? Yeah. Speed up, physical attack down, so that's how, yep, so it's a speed-based nature. With the swarm ability, I figured, what's the point in having flame body, because most of the time it's going to be at low health and I'm going to be spamming bug buzz anyway. So fiery dance is a strong, higher chance of burn move, but I really don't, so that's why I don't see the point in using flame body on it. Not everything's going to be using physical, so it's a missed opportunity there. I'm not sure about the substitute. I might change that move for something else. I'll have to have a look at it. Blastoise is a defensive bulky average out that will do shit tons of damage when it Mega Evolves. So it's more focused on being able to be a tank more than anything. The stats aren't correct 100% of the time, so these stats will increase during the battle when it Mega Evolves. Then we've got our standardized Mimikyu, which is a Jolly Nature for max speed, so it can get a higher chance of actually hitting you at 320 speed. And its attack is around about 279, which is fine because we've got the Disguise, gives us the one free hit. And then we've got the Focus Sash if they didn't manage to do a bird or something like that that does damage over time, or additional damage after the initial attack. So that way our Focus Sash is still alive. So that's why we have the Destiny Bond tech, the Swords Dance tech, the Play Rough is our main damaging attack move. And for priority, we have Shadow Sneak for extra damage or to get chip damage in for whenever we need it. Now we've got our bulky, physically defensive Tangrowth. Tangrowth is more focused on considerable damage over time, and that's the main strategy to play with the Tangrowth, in my personal opinion. It's the way to go with it. So in this one I chose Leech Seed, Infestation, Sleep Powder, so that I can guarantee that I'm going to get more drainage. So, and leftovers to recover a bit more, so as long as I'm not going out to special attacking nature Pokemon and I can get the Infestation and Leech Seed, I'm guaranteed I'm going to get it. And the biggest thing I find from my Stacatica, the Brick Wall, we're just going to call him Brick, so Brick. He's got a move called Trick Room, which makes all slow and fat fucking Pokemon much quicker instead of the faster ones. So it reverses the speed counter, so slower Pokemon move first. So most of these don't have the best speed, and the best one is obviously the Crobat because it's got the highest speed. So all these will be able to capitalize on this, so that's why my lead Crobat is U-Turn. We've got Cross Poison. Cross Poison is a main stab damage move for poison type moves, and we've got Defog. Defog is for removing entrance hazards and things of that nature. Fly for a 2-turn hit, because it means if I'm always going to go first with the Jelly Speed Crobat with Infiltrator, it means I'm going to always hit first and be able to hit through substitutes. So I'm going to be able to start doing chip damage over time. That is the main plan with the Crobat. So it also becomes a lead to get into the Stacatica to get the whole rest of the team for its slow speed running. So this is going to be the strongest or most important part of the team. This is where I used to have a Zygarde, but I didn't need the Zygarde. I needed to have a bit more technological bonuses in this. Now I want to talk to the YouTubers, potentially the friends in Woodridge related to, or has known, a good friend of mine known as Cooch, that I live in the same town as. So that lovely little bugger, or buggers, I don't really know how many, that he's got, that he's decided to show these videos and thought, hey, they're good. But the best way for me to actually recognize that you've watched the video is to actually have a YouTube account. Either view it on the YouTube site itself on the internet or on the phone in the application, but you're going to need an account. So this way I can count the views that I get, but the view system isn't accurate because every time you go in, out, in, out, in, out, it still adds to the view counter. That's why I use my subscriber counter to actually count how many roughly people are potentially watching the video. It allows me to have a little bit more statistics so I know what is popular without saying something. And also that's a way you can join in the conversation and make suggestions or other content I can throw out onto the YouTube. The main content that I can produce is DS, gameplay, PlayStation 1, and Game Boy Advance. So Game Boy Advance, DS, and PlayStation 1 are probably the main consoles that I can get on the phone working to a reasonable degree. So this is just low-end test recording to see how things turn out. I know that the volume is going to be absolutely nuts, so I'm glad I'm going to drop that down before we get to that point. So that's just a little bit of note. Since the YouTube subscriber glitch thing happened a while back, and a lot of people were doing this subscribe, unsubscribe, and you end up getting more subscribers, that are actually, it was just a number glitch. But there was another thing that comes down to it, the notification bell. The notification bell is the only way you'll be able to see exactly all the content of a YouTube creator, because I was affected by that glitch as well. And most of the people that were able to were unsubscribed from me for some reason, and even though they were unsubscribed, they couldn't find any of my videos anymore. They couldn't remember my name, didn't have anything that was particular that was popular. I think the most popular thing that I had was the controversy on how many normal monsters I had in a erratic deck, which at the time it worked, but at the time now where it doesn't work, and they have proven to be correct. Or the Blue Dream Material Loop when I was using Spirit Converted, the spell card, for my Thunder deck, which was a bit weird that I was using that in that sense. But you take the good with the bad, and that's just how it works. I was using mainly just so I could pretty much attach Boojin monsters to my Xyz monsters on the field. This probably will work considerably better on Thunder monsters, so the Hunter family or the Thunder they may as well be the weirdest deck. The Thunder types are the weirdest attributes to support. Now that's kind of all out of the way, as long as you want to subscribe, if you subscribe, hit the bell, you'll be able to guarantee that whenever I upload, you'll know about it. You'll get a push notification on your phone if you've got the internet and data turned on. And now I think I've covered everything and made references to curb stomping Papua New Guinea looking motherfucker's rib cage in. I'm gonna have a look to see what other move I can substitute on Viral Corona, and we're gonna go curb stomp some Pokemon teams. Alright, be back when I figure that out. Okay, figured out my substitution. I went with Morning Sun. The ability allows me to recover half of my Volcarona's HP instead of using a substitute, because what's the point in speed setting up a substitute? Most things, if they're going for a speed team, they're going to outspeed you. Like, for example, I don't know, Zoroark could probably do it. Scizor definitely could do it. So just to give you a rough idea of why I've kind of gone with that. But the problem is, if there's rain, sandstorm, or hail, I'm not going to recover half of my HP. I'll only recover a quarter. But I'm going to be recovering over about that, probably around about, I don't know, an extra 10 to 14% with the leftovers on it. So now that we've worked out our team, we've worked out a recording, we're doing a low-end test recording to see what my phone can handle after being smashed up against a fire escape door in the Cyan Zone, a mall complex across from Bell Street in Ipswich, and the toilet block around there when I got cornered and had to fight for my life. Yeah. We're gonna go and curb stomp these motherfuckers and hope that shit goes as planned. If not, I'm gonna have to restart the application, so I'm expecting something along them lines at the moment. Because I don't know how long it'll take for a battle and other crap like that. So, this is weird. OUT is never usually, it's always full, it's never usually taken this long. Waiting for server responses. Does that mean I'm going to have to restart the application? Which will be fine if I have to. So now that's a quick update to fill you in on all the details that has happened in the last week. Yeah. Okay, seems like I'm going to have to restart the application. So let's restart the application. Hopefully this doesn't this is my phone at the moment. You can see the screen. And screen rotation, it should have, since it started in pen, it should look really weird here. I might cut this part out, we'll see how it goes in the recording. So here we go, restart it. OU, successfully logged on. Alright, can we get a battle? Prepare for trouble, make a double. Alright, and this seems like it might actually be working. Okay. Now I can put a little bit of volume on. Alright, because I don't know how bad or good it's going to record, so I'm going to lead with my Crobat, like I usually do, or wanted to usually do. Alright, I'm not sure what to actually do here. You've got the Focus Sash. McGinn is Steel and Fairy, and he's got a whole... Okay, then he's got the Ash Greninja. Or, I don't know, mate. I'm not sure. I've never really had a good matchup with Greninja. I don't know how to use it myself. I don't know how to fight against it, so I'm going to go straight for the U-turn. It's going to resist like hell, do jack shit. So, since it's a Steel Fairy, what do we got? Rock Steel. Alright, so the ideal is to go straight into Stacatica. Okay, Dazzling Gleam. Resisted to hell. Now, I want to go straight for Trick Room to set up other Pokemon. So he's gone for the Ice Beam. Resisted. So, Stacatica. Unfortunately, this doesn't have any healing moves, but it does have that berry. So once it goes past a certain point, it will do a shit ton. So, Gyro Ball should one-shot it now. So we'll start with the one-shot. The Beast Boost has activated. The base defense has rose. Bug has been captured. So this is Steel type that. So it's a good choice. Very good choice. If I remember, my Magnet Rise gives me immunity to ground type. So it's very interesting that he went for that. So I'm going to go straight for the Gyro Ball again. See how much damage that will do. Alright, so I'm doing a fair bit. He's done a Giga Drain. Very interesting. Alright, so you went with the leftover build. Alright, that's very interesting. Now, what is the... I can't remember when the Wiki Berry kicks into effect. So I'm going to spam grind down this team until... Obviously, he's waiting for the Trick Room to fail. Alright, Gyro Ball. Now, okay, Crit, you're now down with the Kartana. Now, if I remember correctly, Beast Boost should now activate a second time. Their dimensions return to normal. Since that is really bad, and I don't have any way of healing, I'm going to go try and go for the Trick Room once more. Ouch. Well, I got outsped. So, now that I have the... We got that one. It's Earth types moves won't do shit to me. So, we're going to lead with my Crobat. And since I'm guaranteed to be faster, since I don't have the ability to outspeed with that, since Stacatica's gone, so I'm going to go straight for Fly. Since it's Dragon type, shouldn't affect me because I'm freaking Flying type. And second, because I'm going to outspeed it every time, and it's Dragon type. Core Enforcer, it didn't one-shot me, so therefore, alright, I didn't do nearly enough damage. What is the ideal matchup for this one? Far out. If I need to deal with a few other things. So this one is just really for entrance hazards. I don't see any team being used for entrance hazards. So I'm going to go for an outspeed U-turn because I don't want to lose this Pokemon immediately. So since it's ground type, I want to sort of try and put a little bit of fear into him. Since we're going to go into our regenerating Blastoise. Crunch does jack shit. So now we're going to go Mega Evolve Dragon Pulse. So if he doesn't expect the Mega Cannon and swap into anything else, he's screwed and he'll take a bit of damage. Alright, Earthquake, bang, Dragon Pulse. Now since I got the leftovers, I should recover a bit and I can go straight to sleep and use the Sleep Talk and start doing my friggin' thing. Okay, no, because I got the Blasters and I can't do that, so I got to go for the rest. So the Dazzling Gleam will do a bit of damage. Now I can go for the rest and start spamming attacks while I'm asleep. The Sleep Talk Blastoise is probably the best set when you're going for it. In perfect honesty, you've only got 1 in 3 chance of failing. So you're always, in 1 of 3 chances you're going to get 2 moves. So one of them's going to fail, and then you'll wake up and be able to use the regular move that you were trying to use in the first place. So it'll probably fail now. Use rest. Nope, Water Pulse. Good. Okay, that's very good. Well then in that case, sleep usually lasts for 2 turns, so I'm going to go wake up and then go back to sleep. So I'm at full HP again. So now we're basically versing our water types, so I'm back to Sleep Talk. So this doesn't have any stat boosters, it's just going to focus on damage, output, and being able to handle all different types of damage. Though this is resisted to just about everything I can throw at it, the Blastoise that I have should be the strongest Pokemon on the team to deal with any and all issues. Oh, yes, did not get the rest. Oh, cool. This has probably been the best luck of the entire battle. Okay, I can wake up and rest. So he's going to Mega Evolve into Dragon Charizard, Body Slam, increase power, wake up, rest. And if I get the Dragon Pulse, he is instant dead. And then I've basically won the battle. So Blastoise may have won me the battle. Because he should be Fire Dragon. Yep, we used rest in the Sleep Talk mode. Okay, we took in a lot of damage, so this depends on this. Dragon Pulse, oh yes. You've been swept by a sleeping Blastoise, man. You got curb stomped like a motherfucker. Oh, where's the chat function? I want to screw with this kid. Where is the chat function? I don't even know. How do I bring it up, actually? Oh, well. I'll figure that out anyway. Okay, showroom ID, copy to clipboard. No. I'm going to click on the timer. Log. Oh, here we go. Sleeping curb stomp much. Now, I'm waiting on this guy to figure out what he wants to do. He's probably just going to make me wait out this whole victory for about 2 and a bit minutes. So, yeah. I have now created a broken-ass freaking team. So if you want to go play Pokemon Online, just grab yourself this team. You'll be able to start sweeping any motherfucker. Especially the stupid ones. Mega Blastoise OP much? Okay, I think that'll do it for some low-end recording. My regular schedule, I'm going to probably push out about, if I'm lucky, if I've got enough data, it all depends, about 3 videos per week, because uploading it can be a pain in the ass, and no, I mean pain in the ass, pain in the data. It just kills it immediately, and I kind of want to leave some for myself, so, you know. There will be videos recorded, and whenever I can upload them, I'll upload them. So if there is some in the background, there will be some in the background. So take into account that if everything seems a bit slower after last week, well, it's because of some Papua New Guinea looking motherfucker that decided to attack me and some property got damaged. So blame him. Oh well, you might not be able to because he might not be alive to be blamed. Oh well, take that with a grain of salt also. So if you were offended by me saying anything towards that type of race or whatever, or any things that I said, well, this is just a subjective experience that happened a week ago, and it has affected me in many different ways. So I just thought I'd express it and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Megathon 6 signing off, and good day to yous.